Yes, dear friends, let us see exercise 13.2. Tell me what is the formula for probability? Probability. Favorable divided by total. Yes. Number of favorable outcomes divided by total possible outcomes, right? Exercise 13.2. Question number 1. What is question number 1? A bag contains 3 red balls and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random from the bag. What is the probability that the ball drawn is a red one, not a red one? See, 3 red balls are there and 5 black balls are there. So, what is the total number of balls? 3 plus 5 is 8, right? Now, coming to the question, of course, it has 2 parts. What is the first part? What is the probability? Of course, you have drawn one ball at random. At random means you have not looked inside the, you are not looking inside the basket or bag, that bag to draw one ball, right? You have drawn one ball. What is the probability that that is a red ball? Probability of getting a red ball. You tell me. Yes, what is the formula for probability? Favorable by total. What is total here? 8, right? Denominator is 8, all possible outcomes. That means okay, coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this event? What is this event? Red. How many reds are there? 3 reds. So all 3 are favorable to your case now. So numerator is, number of favorable cases is 3. 3 by 8 is the answer. Now coming to second part, not red. Probability for not red. Tell me. Denominator is total. Total is 8. Coming to numerator, how many of these 8 are favorable to this case, this event? That is not R. How many of these 8 are not red? All blue, sorry, all black balls are not red, right? So how many? 5. So all these 5 are favorable. Only 5 are favorable. These are not favorable, right, to this event. So this is 5 by 8, right? But this can be solved in another way also. Not or on seeing this, of course, you might have got that idea. Probability of an event E plus probability of not E is equal to 1, right? Where E and not E are complementary events. So probability for not red can be written as 1 minus probability of red. That is 1 minus probability of red ball. Getting a red ball we have already calculated here, because first part 3 by 8, right? So this is 1 minus 3 by 8 is of course 5 by 8. Same answer, right? You can do this way also. Now coming to question number 2. A box contains 5 red marbles, 8 white marbles and 4 green marbles. One marble is taken out of the box at random. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be red, will be white, will be not green? That is the question. Of course, it has 3 parts. Tell me, what does that box contain? 5 red balls, sorry, 5 red marbles plus 8 white marbles plus 4 green marbles. It has altogether how many marbles are there? Total marbles 5 plus 8 13, 13 plus 4 17 marbles are there altogether, right? First you have done one ball is taken, of course, taken out of this box. But the probability that marble taken out is red. Yes, first case is probability of getting a red one. Yes, tell me, what is the formula for favorable by total? Denominator is total. What is total? 17. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this event? That is red. How many are red? Of the 17, how many are red? 5 are red. So 5 is the favorable number, right? Number of favorable outcomes. So your answer is 5 by 17. Second part, white one. What is the probability that the marble taken out will be white one? Probability of getting a white one. Yes, denominator is total is 17. Coming to numerator, how many are white? Yes, how many of the 17 are white? How many white? 8 white, right? So 8 is the number of favorable outcomes. So numerator will be 8. 8 by 17. Coming to third question. Third one is not green. Probability for getting not green. See, coming to denominator, total is 17. Coming to numerator, favorable for this event. What is this event? Event of getting not green. How many of the 17 are not green? You tell me. You leave, so you are supposed to leave these 4 because they are green. All the remaining ones are not green. That is 5 plus 8. 5 plus 8 are favorable. That's all. 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 by 17 is the answer. Next, question number 3. Yes. A kitty bank contains 150 paisa coins, 50 1 rupee coins, 20 2 rupee coins and 10 5 rupee coins. Right? How many? Contains 50 paisa coins 100, right? 50 paisa coins 100 plus 1 rupee coins. Rupee 1 rupee coins, how many? 50 such coins are there, plus 2 rupee coins, rupee 2 rupee coins, 20 such coins, plus 5 rupee coins. How many 5 rupee coins are there? 10 5 rupee coins. Yes. So what is the total number of coins? Total coins, that is 10 plus 50, 100 plus 50 plus 20 plus 10, that is 150, 170, 180, right? So your total is 180. Now coming to question number 1. Of course it has got 2 parts, right? First part, if it is what he says, still, if it is equally likely that one of the coins will fall out when the bank is turned upside down, what is the probability that the coin will be a 50 paisa coin, that will not be a 5 rupee coin? 2 parts, right? First part, probability that the coin which came out is a 50 paisa coin. 50 paisa coin. Yes, tell me. So there are altogether 180 coins are there in that kitty bank. You are just making it upside down. From that hole, one coin definitely will come out when it says. What that coin may be? You tell me. Can you guess? Will that be 50 paisa coin? Will that be a 1 rupee coin? Will that be a 2 rupee coin? Will that be a 5 rupee coin? We cannot guess, right? Equal chances. He is saying equal chances, right? So you tell me. So out of these 180 coins total, any coin may come out, right? So total number of outcomes is 180. So your denominator is formula is favorable total, na? Denominator is 180. Coming to numerator, favorable. So what is this case? 50 paisa coin. How many 50 paisa coins are there? That number is favorable. How many 50 paisa coins are there? 100. So these 100 are favorable to this event. So numerator is 100. So this is of course 2 5s, 2 9s. So 5 by 9. Now coming to second part, will not be a 5 rupee coin. Probability that the coin which came out is not a 5 rupee coin. Yes, denominator is total is 180. Coming to numerator, how many of these 180 are favorable to this event? What is this event? Not a 5 rupee coin. See, how many 5 rupee coins are there? 10. You leave them. Simply, you leave them. Remaining are all favorable to this case, right? Yes, this is not a 5 rupee coin, this is not a 5 rupee coin, this is not a 5 rupee coin. How many such coins are there? 100 plus, yes, 100 plus 50 plus 20. That's all. So that is 150 plus 20, 170, right? 170 by 180, that is 17 by 18, right? But if we can observe, yes, that this is the answer, of course, for this. If you can observe, the same thing can be solved another way also. Yes, what you have guessed is correct. We know the formula P of E plus P of not E is equal to 1, right? P of E plus P of not E is equal to 1. Let us use that formula. P of not a 5 rupee coin you want, right? P of not a 5 rupee coin is equal to 1 minus P of a 5 rupee coin. Right? Can I write like this? Yes, that is 1 minus probability of getting a 5 rupee coin. Yes, let us see. Let us find out this one. Denominator is, of course, total is 180. 5 rupee coin. How many 5 rupee coins are there? 10. So 10 is favorable here, right? So numerator is 10. So 10 by 180. Of course, simplify 1 minus 1 by 18. 1 minus 1 by 18 is 17 by 18. Right? 17 by 18. Same answer, right? This way also you can write. So this problem can be solved in two ways. This is question number 3. Now coming to question number 4. Question number 4. Of course, you tell me what is the formula for probability. Probability is favorable divided by total. Denominator is total, all possible outcomes. Numerator is number of favorable outcomes. Of course, question number 4. Gopi buys a fish from a shop for his aquarium. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random from a tank containing 5 male fish and 8 female fish. See, this is the tank. In this tank, water is there. Of course, fish are there. She is shopkeeper. She is selling this fish, right? Gopi wants to buy some fish, right? What she is doing? Shopkeeper is taking out some fish. What is the probability that the fish taken out is a male fish? See, how many fish are there altogether? 5 male fish, 8 female fish are there. 5 male plus 8 female fish are there, right? So what is the total number of fish? Total is 13, right? 5 plus 8, 13 fish. The shopkeeper takes out one fish at random. She doesn't know what fish will come out. He is taking one fish. What is the probability? What is the probability that fish taken out is a male fish? Yes, tell me. What is the probability for male fish? Coming to the formula, denominator is total. Total number is 13. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this event? What is this event? Getting male fish. How many male fishes are there here? Out of this 13, 5 are there, right? So favorable number of outcomes is 5. So your answer is 5 by 13. Next, coming to question number 5. A game of chance consists of spinning an arrow which comes to rest, pointing at one of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See this figure. See, this is an arrow, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stops are there. You are simply just rotating this arrow and leaving it. Of course, that will rotate on its own again. It will stop at some point. Let us say it may stop here or stop here or stop here, stop here or stop here or stop here. How many chances are there for that arrow to stop? It may stop at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. So total number of outcomes possible is 8. In all out of these 8 stops, at any stop it may stop, right? And these are equally likely outcomes. That is equal chances. Equally likely outcomes means all the outcomes have equal chance. That is, so you tell me what is the probability, my simple question, what is the probability that it will stop at this point? This is 1 out of 8, 1 by 8. This point, yes, this is 1 out of 8. This point, 1 out of 8. This probability of stopping the arrow at 4, yes, 4 is only 1 4 is there. So 1 out of 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, 1 by 8, equal chance, right? Now coming to this question, what is the probability that will point at 8? Yes, same. You are correct. Probability that stopping at 8. Denominator is total 8. Coming to numerator, 0.8. How many 0.8s are there? Only 1. So this is favorable case. So only one such case is there. So 1 by 8 is the answer. Coming to second part. An odd number. Yes. Coming to probability of odd number you want. Coming to denominator, total. Total is 8. Coming to numerator. How many of these 8 are favorable to this event? Yes, this event means that should be odd. How many of them are odd? Yes. Yes, these 4 are odd, right? So 4 are favorable. 4 by 8 is the answer. Third one, third part. A number greater than 2. Probability of a number greater than 2. Denominator is of course total 8. Coming to numerator, out of these 8, how many are favorable to this case? This this event. This event is greater than 2. How many of these 8 are greater than 2? Is it greater than 2? No. Is it greater than 2? No. This is, yes, this is greater than 2, greater than 2, greater than. So all these ones are greater than 2. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 are favorable. So your answer is this, 6 by 8, right? Now coming to question number 4 or fourth part. A number less than 9. Yes. Probability of getting a number less than 9. Yes, denominator is all possible outcomes. Number of all possible outcomes is 8. Coming to numerator, how many of these 8 are favorable to this event? What is this event? Less than 8. How many of these 8 are less than, 9? How many of these 8 are less than 9? Tell me, is it less than 9? Yes. Is it less than 9? Yes. Is it less than 9? Yes. 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 All 8 are favorable. So numerator is 8. So that is 8 by 8. That is one sure event, right? Obviously, if I put the same question like this, probability of getting less than number which is less than 1 lakh. Obviously, yes, all are favorable. 8 by 8, 1. Sure, right. Question number 5 is this, right? Next, coming to question number 6. One card is drawn from a well-shuffled deck of 52 cards. Find the probability of getting a king of red color, a face card, a red face card, a jack of hearts, a spade, the queen of diamonds. So 6 spots are there. Yes. Tell me, we have seen in basics class, right? We have seen in the basics class, deck of cards contain how many cards? 52 cards. So total is 52. From a well shuffled pack of cards, you are drawing one card, right? That card may be any one of those 52 cards, right? Question number 1. First part, what is asked? A king of red color. Probability of king of a red color. Yes. Denominator is total. Total is 52 cards. Coming to numerator. King of red. How many of these 52 cards? These are 52, right? 52 is this one. We have discussed all this in basics class. If you have not gone through that basics, you watch my videos of basics of probability, right? Playlist is also there, of course, covering all the basic small videos, right? You can see that. So 52, all total is 52, that is 26 red, 26 black. Of these 26 reds, 13 hearts, 13 are diamonds. 13 of these 26 black, 13 are spades, 13 are clubs. Again, how many are number cards? 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9, 36, right? Sorry, 9, 36, right? This one, how many are face cards? 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 12, right? Anyway, coming to this, king red. How many red kings are there? Red cards are 26, right? These 26 are red. Of this, how many kings are there? 2. So 2 is the number of favorable outcomes. 2 by 56, right? Coming to question number 2. Second one of this. A face card. Probability of getting face card. Yes, you tell me what is the denominator? Total. Total is 52. Coming to numerator, how many are favorable to this event? What is that event? Face card. You tell me out of this 52, how many are face cards? You have seen just now. Jack, Queen, King, JQK. These all are face cards. 4 threes are 12. 12 are favorable. So this one. So this is the probability. Coming to third part. Question number 3 of 6. Third one is a red face card. A red face card. Probability of getting a red face card. Denominator is of course 52. Coming to numerator, how many are favorable to this event? How many are red face cards? Red cards means 26, right? He is talking about these 26 cards. How many of these 26 are face cards? Face cards 3, 3, 6, right? 6 are face cards. So these 6 are favorable now. 6 by 52, right? Next, fourth part. What is fourth part? The Jack of Hearts. Probability of Jack of Hearts. You tell me, denominator is 52 total. Coming to numerator, how many of these 52 are favorable to that Jack of Hearts? Yes, how many are these 52 are heart jacks? Hearts, how many heart cards are there? 13. Of these 13, how many jacks are there? Yes, only one jack. So 1 is favorable. So 1 by 52. You can see in this way also. Jack of Hearts, how many jacks are there? Altogether in 52 cards. 4 jacks. Of these 4 jacks, how many are hearts? This one only, right? Heart jack. Of course, this is diamond jack, this is spade jack, this is club jack. Okay? So 1 is favorable. So 1 by 52. Now next part is part 5. It is 5. Spade, a spade card. Probability of getting a spade. Yes, tell me. Denominator is 52. Yes, total. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this event? Spades. How many are spades? See this. Spades are 13. All these 13 are favorable, right? So 13. Numerator is 13. So this is 1 by 4. Coming to next part, part 6. That is the Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds, right? Probability of getting queen of diamonds. Diamond queen in another way. Yes. Denominator is obviously 52 total. Coming to numerator of this 52, how many diamond queens are there? Yes. How many diamonds are there? 13. Of this 13, how many queens are there? Only one queen. So one favorable outcome. So 1 by 52 is the answer. Yes. Coming to question number 7. Question number 7. Yes, tell me what is the formula for probability? Probability is favorable by total. That is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. Number of total outcomes. Yes, question number 4. 5 cards, the 10, jack, queen, king and ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. One card is is then picked up at random. What is the probability that the card is the queen? If the queen is drawn and put aside, etc., of course, etc., 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 what he is doing? See, this is the pack of cards, right? Of this, how many cards are there? Altogether, of course, in a pack, there will be 52 cards, we know. Uh, 10, 5 cards, 10, jack, queen, king, ace of diamonds are well shuffled with their face downwards. So, diamond cards, see, take out diamonds first. How many diamonds will be there? 13, right? 13 diamonds will be there. Of those 13, of course, of those 13 diamonds, what he is taking out? Yes, is also there. 10, 10, jack, jack, queen, queen, king, king, and ace. Yes, 10 J Q K A. Yes, 10 J Q K A. 5 cards he has taken out. Okay. Five cards are well shuffled with their face downwards. All these 5 cards, of course, he is shuffling like this. He is shuffling. Yes, he has shuffled. Shuffled. Can you let us say I have taken this, I have selected one card at random like this. Can you tell me what is this card? Is it a 10? We don't know. Maybe 10 or may not be 10. Jack, maybe jack or may not be jack. Queen, we don't know. So, what is the chance that this is a 10? Tell me. Yes, such type of questions are asked now, right? Of course, see. So, total. What are the cards? Diamond, 10, jack. Diamonds, right? Total is, what is total? 10, jack, queen, king, ace. These are total 5, right? All possible outcomes. When you draw one card from these 5 cards, that may be 10 or a jack, or that may be a queen, or that may be a king, or that may be an ace card. Question number 1. First part. What is the probability that the card is the queen? Yes. So, probability of getting queen here. Tell me what is the formula for probability? Favorability total. What is the denominator? Total. Here, what is the total number of outcomes? Just 5 outcomes are possible, right? 5. Now coming to numerator. How many are favorable to this event? That means how many of these 5 are queens? How many? Only this one is favorable. So 1 such thing is there. So 1 by 5 is the answer for this question. Coming to second part. If the queen is drawn and put aside, What is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace, a queen? That is the question. So it has got again two parts. What he says? Queen is drawn and put aside. See, because A of these five cards, this queen is drawn out and put aside. Okay, leave this queen. Tell me how many are remaining now? Only four. Four are remaining. 10 J K A. 10 Jack King Ace, right? So now tell me what is the total? 10 J K A, right? 10 Jack King Ace are possible. So total number of outcomes now is, if you draw one card of this remaining, 4. Now coming to this question number, coming to this ace card. What you are doing? Queen is drawn and put aside. What is the probability that the second card picked up is an ace? Ace. Now what you have done? You have left that queen outside. Now 4 are remaining. You are shuffling these 4 cards, right? Again, you have shuffled these 4 cards like anything. Now you are selecting one card, right? Can you say what is this card? This may be any of these 4 cards, right? So of course, what is the question here? That should be an ace. Probability of getting an ace. Now tell me what is the denominator? Total. Total here is, in this case, 4. Coming to numerator, how many of these 4 are favorable to this one? Ace. How many ace are there? Only one ace is there. So numerator is 1 by 4, right? B, part B of this. What is B? Queen. Probability of getting a queen. You tell me. Denominator is total. Total is 4. Coming to numerator, how many of these 4 are queens? Favorable to this? Yes. Is it queen? No. Queen? No. Queen? No. No queen is there. So 0 are favorable. So this is 0. That is the impossible event, because there is no queen here out of this. In these 4 cards, you cannot get a queen card. That's all. That is question number 7. Now question number 8. Question number 8. 12 defective pens are accidentally mixed with 132 good ones. Yes. 12 defective plus they are mixed with 132 good ones. 132 good. So total how many pens are there? Total pens. Yes. 12 plus 132, that is 144 pens are there, of course, total. Yes. It is not possible to just look at a pen and tell whether or not it is defective. One pen is taken out at random from the slot. Determine the probability that the pen taken out is a good one. Yes. So what you are doing? You are out of this 144, you are selecting one pen and you are writing on a paper. If it writes, that is a good one. If it does not write, it's not a good one, right? It's a defective one. What is the probability that the pen is, determine the probability that the pen is a good one? Probability of good one. Yes, very simple. Denominator is total. Total is 144. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many of these 144 are favorable to this case? This case means good ones. How many of these 144 are good? Yes, 132 are good. So your numerator is 132. That's all, right? So yes, this will be 11 by 12. Yes, of course. Next question number 9. 12, 11, 12, 12, right? Question number 9. A lot of 12 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. So of these 20 bulbs, 4 are defective. So how many are good? Remaining 16 are good, right? So yes, question number 9. Question number 9. a lot of 20 bulbs contain 4 defective ones. One bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that this bulb is defective? Suppose the bulb drawn in previous case is not defective and is not replaced. Now one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that this bulb is not defective? That is the question. Very simple. See, listen carefully. In that lot, how many bulbs are there? 20 bulbs. How many are defective? 4 defective, right? So total bulbs is 20, right? Of these 20, how many are defective? 4 defective. How about this remaining ones? 20 minus 4. Remaining ones is 20 minus 4, that is 16. 16 remaining 16 are good, right? So in this lot 20, 4 are defective ones and 16 are good bulbs. Okay. Now one bulb is drawn at random from the lot. What is the probability that the bulb is defective? Yes, probability of getting a defective bulb you are supposed to find out. Now coming to the formula favorable by total, denominator is total. Out of this 20 you are trying one bulb, right? So denominator is 20. Now coming to numerator, how many of these 20 are favorable to this case? That means how many of these 20 are defective? Yes, tell me. 4 are defective, right? These 4 are favorable to this case. So numerator is 4. So 4 by 20 is the answer. Yes, done. In that another part is there. Suppose the bulb drawn in previous case, in this case, is not defective. That means you have drawn the bulb drawn is a good one and is not replaced. And is not replaced means of these 20 bulbs you have drawn one bulb and that is a good one. That is, you have drawn one good bulb and you have kept it aside. You have kept it aside. Tell me how many are remaining now? Remaining good ones are 15 only remaining, right? 15 good plus how many defective? 4 defective. So what is the total now? Total is 19 only, right? Only 19 bulbs are there because one good bulb is left aside, right? Now coming to the question. Now one bulb is drawn at random from the rest. What is the probability that the bulb is not defective? Bulb is not defective. Of course, you tell me denominator is total. What is total here? 19. 19. Coming to numerator. Favorable. How many are favorable to this? Not defective. Not defective means good ones. How many of these 19 are good ones? 15 good. So numerator is 15. So 15 by 19 is the answer. So out of these 20, you have left one good bulb aside. So 15 good are remaining, 15 good, and 4 defective are remaining. So altogether 19 bulbs are there. Now you have drawn one bulb out of these 19. You are finding the probability for that bulb to be not defective one. So denominator is total. Total is 19. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this case? That is, how many of these 19 are not defective? Not defective means good. So 15 is the favorable number of outcomes. Numerator is 15. This question can be solved another way also, na? Yes, not defective. Of course, this is not defective. This or probability for not defective is 1 minus probability for defective. Because P of E plus P of E bar is equal to 1, we know the formula, right? That is 1 minus P of defective means probability for defective bulbs. Here denominator is 19. Coming to numerator, how many are defective? Of these 19, 4 are defective. So 4. 1 minus 4 by 19. Of course, this is also 15 by 19. This way also you can do, right? This is question number 9. Now, question number 10. Tell me, what is the formula for probability? Probability is favorable divided by total. Favorable by total. Yes. Question number 10. Question number 10. A box contains 90 discs which are numbered from 1 to 90. If one disc is drawn at random from the box, find the probability that it bears a two-digit number, it bears a perfect square number, it bears a number divisible by 5. That is the question. It has got three parts. Now, you tell me how many discs are there in that box? 90 discs. So, total number of discs is 90. That is, let us say, let us number the discs like this 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to 90. Now, coming to first part. Find the probability that it bears a two-digit number. One disk is selected, right? At random. Two-digit number. Probability for getting two-digit number on that disk. Now coming to denominator. Denominator is total. You may select any of these 90, right? The number on the disk may be any one of these 90. That may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or up to 90. 90 possibilities are there. Right? So denominator is total means 90. Now coming to numerator. Yes, numerator is favorable cases. Number of favorable cases. Right? Two-digit number. For a number to be favorable to this case, that should be a two-digit number. How many of these 90 are two-digit numbers? You tell me. Yes. You leave first 9. 1 to 9 you leave. From 10 to 90 they are two-digit numbers, right? Out of 90, if you leave 9, how many are remaining? 81. So 81 are favorable. So 9 by 10 is the answer. Second part of this question. A perfect square. Probability of a perfect square. Perfect square, yes. Denominator is of course 90. Coming to numerator, how many of these 90 are perfect squares? Yes, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, yes, 1, 4, 9, so on. We know 9 square. 9 square is 81. 81 is also there in this. 10 square is 100, of course is not there, right? So up to 91 we can consider these numbers 1, 4, 9, so on up to 81. They are how many? 9 numbers. Those 9 numbers are favorable. So 9 by 90 is the answer for this question. Next part, third one. Third one is a number divisible by 5. Yes. A number divisible by 5. Probability divisible by 5. The denominator is of course 90. Coming to numerator. How many of these 90 are favorable to this case? This case means that should be divisible by 5. Divisible, which number is divisible by 5? All multiples of 5 are divisible by 5. Multiples of 5 means 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, so on. All those ones. 5 into 1, 5, 5 into 2, 10, 5 into 3, 15, so on. They are all 5, 10, 15, all are divisible by 5, right? So on. 5 into 18, 90 is also there inside this. That is also divisible. 5 into 19, 95 is not there, of course. So that's all up to this. That is multiples of 5 up to 18, 18th multiple. That is 18 such numbers are there. So all those 18 are favorable. So your answer is 18 by 90. That is third part. Now coming to question number 11. Question number 11. Suppose you drop a die at random on the rectangular region shown in the figure. What is the probability that it will land inside the circle with a diameter 1 meter? See, one rectangle is there, right? Dimensions are given. Length is given as 3 meters, breadth is given as 2 meters, right? Inside this, one circle is there, of course. Area of this rectangle is this, right? Coming to this, let us represent the circle like this, right? This is circle. Radius of the circle is, of course, given a diameter. Diameter is given. Diameter of the circle is 1 meter, of course. A die is dropped inside at random, right? What is the probability that it will land inside the circle? In this type of questions, all the points inside this circle are favorable, right? We have dropped one die that may fall here or fall here or fall here or fall here or fall here, right? That may fall at any point of this rectangle. So of course our formula is favorable by total. If you think carefully, intuitively, we feel that what is the to find out the probability of getting what probability that it will land inside circle. Denominator is total. Of course, we have dropped the die inside this rectangle. So area of this complete rectangle will be our total, right? Total possible outcomes. That is denominator will be area of rectangle. Now coming to numerator, our favorable case. What is favorable? Inside the circle. So area of the circle will be favorable to us to our case now. So this is you consider in this type of questions area of that part, that is circle, area of that circle. This will give us the answer. Yes, area of that circle is pi r square. Of course, diameter is given. So in terms of diameter, area of the circle is pi d square by 4, right? Divided by area of rectangle. Area of rectangle is length into breadth. Yes, pi into d is 1, d square by 4. Length into breadth is 3 into 2, right? This is 22 by 7 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 3 into 2. That's all. Simplify further, what do you get? 2 times 11 by 49. No, this is 11 by 84, right? This is the answer. So next question number 12. Question number 12. Before writing that, you tell me the formula for probability. Probability is favorable divided by total. Right? Yes, question number 12. Now question number 12. A lot consists of 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and others are good. Yes, ball pens. How many? Total ball pens are 144, of which 20 are defective. Remaining are good. So how many are good? Subtract this 20. 144 minus 20 is 124. They are all good. So 124 good ones. Total altogether 144, right? Ball pens 144. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and gives to Sudha. What is the probability that she will buy it? When she will buy? When will she buy? She will test that pen. She will write on a paper if it is not defective. That is, if it writes on the paper, then she will take, right? So probability, first part, it has got two parts, right? Probability that she will buy the pen. Probability that she will buy means probability that that is a good pen, right? Is it not? Yes. You're supposed to find the probability for that pen to be a good one. So denominator is as usual total. Total is 144. Coming to numerator, favorable. How many are favorable to this case? That is, how many are good ones? How many are good? 124. 124 is a numerator. That's all, right? This is the answer, right? Of course, you can simplify further, right? Uh, 31 by 36, right? Now coming to second part, she will not buy it. Probability that she will not buy. Will not buy means probability that that pen is defective one, right? If the pen is defective, she will not buy. Tell me what is the probability for defective one? Denominator is total. Total is of course 144. Coming to numerator, how many are defective? Yes, 20 are defective. So 20 is favorable, right? That's all. This is our answer. So 5 by 36. Of course, this question can be answered in another way also. Probability that defective or will not buy, or probability of defective or will not buy is same as 1 minus probability for buying. That is 1 minus, of course, because P of E plus P of E bar is equal to 1, we know, when where E and E bar are complementary events of each other. 1 minus, we have found out already, 1 minus 31 by 36, right? So this is also 5 by 36. This way also we can solve the question, right? Question number, next one, question number 13. Question number 13 is the next question. See, it's a good question. Of course, you tell me the formula for probability. Probability is favorable divided by total, right? Question number 30. Two dice are rolled simultaneously and counts are added. Complete the table given below. This is the first part. Yes, first part. You are supposed to complete this table. Oh, what is this? Event. What is this event? Sum on two dice. This one probability. Sum, the sum is 2. Sum is 3, 4, so on up to 12. Yes, you are supposed to complete this table, right? Complete this table. Of course, this is given as 1 by 36. This is given as also, this also is given as 1 by 36. This is given as 1 by 50, sorry, 5 by 36, right? Yes, you tell me in the in basics class we have discussed about this actually. In basics class, you see, if you have not gone through that basics video, just listen to that basics video first. Of course, even later, see, you will get a very good knowledge about this probability. See, when two dice are rolled, if two dice are rolled, right, what are possible outcomes? First die may show 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. Second die also may show 1, 2, 6, right? 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 by 6. First die shows, if first die shows 1, second die shows 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5 or 6. So possible outcomes are 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. If first dash shows 2, possible outcomes are 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, so on. If first dash shows 3, first dash shows 4, and so on. So 1, 1 to 6, 6. How many are they? 36, right? All possible outcomes, number of all possible outcomes is 36. Now, what he is doing in this case, he is rolling 2 dice and simply he is adding the numbers outcomes. So in this case, what is the sum of the two outcomes? 1 plus 1, 2. In this case, 1 plus 2, 3. 1 plus 3, 4. 1 plus 4, 5. In that way, he is adding and he is writing. He has written all the sums and he is asking us to fill this table. If the sum is 2, probability is 1 by 36 saying. Yes, you see, how many of these 36? How many outcomes of this 36 will give you sum 2? See this, 1 plus 1 is 2. Will any other outcome give you the sum 2? No, only this one, right? So 1 favorable out of 36. So 1 by 36 is the probability. That's why he has given 1 by 36. Coming to this one, let us fill this, right? 3. Sum 3. Sum should be 3. You tell me. See this. 1 comma 2. Sum 3. 1 plus 2 is 1 plus 2 is 3. 2 plus 1 is also 3. See this. These two are favorable. No other outcome will give you sum 3, right? So how many? 2. 2 are favorable. Total is 36. So 2 by 36. Of course, that is 1 by 18. Now coming to this sum 4. You observe this. 1, 3, or we can do like this also. Sum 4 means if first die shows, 2 dice are thrown. First die shows, let us say 1. Second die should show 3. I want sum 4, right? 1, 3. Or if first die shows 2, first die shows 3, and so on. This is if first one shows 2, second one should show 2. 2 plus 2, 4, right? Total 4. This one, if first one shows 3, second die should show 1, so that sum is 4, right? Any other way, any other possibility? No. So 3 outcomes, right? In another way also, see this 1, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. These 3, right? These 3. So 3 outcomes are favorable. 3 by 36, right? That of course that is 1 by 12. Now coming to this one, fifth one. Sorry, sum 5. Tell me in the same way. Yes, sum to be 5. First one may show 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, so on, right? If first one shows, if first one shows 1, how about the second one? It should show 4. So the sum is 5. 1 plus 4. Here 3. 2 plus 3 is 5, right? Here 2. Here 1. Any other possibility? No. If first one shows 5, second one should show 0. That is not possible. So 4 are favorable. Here also 1 comma 4, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 2, this one. Right? If you observe, this is 4 by 36, right? Of course, in the same way, these ones will give you sum 6, that is 5 in number, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5 by 36. Sum 7, you see this 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4, and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 favorable, 6 by 36. In the same way, see 2, 6, 3, 5, so on. 8, sum 8, 4 plus 4, 8, 5 plus 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See 5 by 36. Coming to this 9. Yes, obviously what you guessed is correct. 3, 6, 4, 5, 5, 4, 6 plus 3, 9. This plus this 9. This plus this 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 are favorable. 4 by 36. Yes, you can observe one pattern is followed here. Right? It is following a pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again decreasing. 5, 6, 5, 4. Of course, 3 by 36 is correct. Yes. These 3 will give you 10 sum. Yes, next 2 by 36. Yes, these two will give you some 2 and so on. Of course, this is the table. Of course, you can simplify further. 1 by this, 1 by 9, 5 by 36. This is 1 by 6. Of course, you can still simplify this 1 by 9. This is 1 by 12. This is 1 by 18 and so on. Of course. Now, this is the question number, first part of that question. Now coming to second part. What is second part of 13? A student argues that there are 11 possible outcomes, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on up to 11, up to 12 of course. 2 to 12 is of course 11, right? This one. 11 possible outcomes. 11 possible outcomes. Therefore, each of them has a probability 1 by 10. Sorry, 1 by 11. Do you agree with this argument? Justify your answer. Tell me, you think? See, what he is saying, there are 11 possible outcomes, so probability for each is 1 by 11. You see, equally likely events, we have seen in the basics class, you have seen, right? When you toss a coin, getting head, getting tail are equally likely events, right? They have equal chances of occurring. In that case, they are called equally likely event. Probabilities are same for them, right? 1 by 2, 1 by 2. If you add them, of course, probability you will get as 1. In that case, you can say that probabilities are equal. When you roll a die, in that case also 6 possible outcomes are there. Getting 1, getting 2, getting 3, so on, or they all are called equally likely outcomes. Why? They have equal chances of getting. Probabilities are also same, 1 by 6, 1 by 6, 1 by 6 and so on. Here in this case, what is the probability of getting 2 as sum? 1 by 36. We have seen just now 1 by 36. Probability of getting sum 3 is 2 by 36. Probability of getting sum 4 is 3 by 36 and so on. We can observe clearly they are not equal. Is it not? So they are not equally likely events, right? If they are equally likely events, their probability should be equal. Because they are not equal, they are not. So second answer for second part is not equally likely. They do not have equal chances of occurring. So do you agree with the arguments? So we do not agree. So we do not agree, or I do not agree, right? Question number 13 is that. Now coming to question number 14. Question number 14. A game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and recording its outcomes each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. Yes. What he is doing? 3 coins is tossing. Tossing 1 rupee coin 3 times. Okay. He is not tossing 3 coins at a time. He is tossing 1 coin 3 times. Both are same. You go through the basics. We have discussed in the basics. Tossing 1 coin 3 times or tossing 3 coins at a time. Both have the same outcomes. So in this case, he is tossing 3 times same coin. First toss, second toss, third toss, let us say, right? You tell me what is the all possible outcomes. We have discussed in the basics. First toss may give you head, this or tail, this also head or tail, this also head or tail. Yes, head, tail, head, tail, 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 head, tail, head, tail, TTH, TT are possible, right? 4 plus 4, 8 outcomes. So total is number of total possible outcomes is 8, right? Now coming to the question, Hanif wins if all tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads or 3 tails, and loses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. See, what is the probability for losing? Losing means, of course, in this case, probability for, see, when he will win, and if wins, if all the tosses give the same result. When will, of course, let us, we know the probability for losing is, of course, 1 minus probability for winning, right? Because probability for E plus probability for E bar is 1, we know, right? Where E and E are complementary events. Winning and losing are also complementary event of each other, right? That is 1 minus probability of winning. When he will win, and if wins, if all tosses give the same result, yes. Of these 18, sorry, of these 8, how many, of course, total is denominator is 8. Coming to numerator, how many have the same result? That means first throw, second throw, third throw, or first toss, second toss, third toss should give you the same result, means all heads. Yes, same result, right? Or see this, all tails. Yes, same result. These two, only these two of these 8 are favorable. So this here numerator is 2 by 8, right? So this is 1 minus 1 by 4, that is 3 by 4. Of course, this question may be solved in another way also. Probability of losing means probability that of not winning. Of course, he will win if same result is there. He will lose if not same result is there in of this on these 8 outcomes. In these 8 outcomes, how many of these 8 do not have the same result? That means, see this, how many, this is having same result on all these 3 tosses. Here also remaining 6, see how many, 6, right? Same, this is not same result. Here 1 tail and 2 heads, this is not same result, 1 tail and 2 heads, and so on. 6 such cases are there. So your numerator is 6, denominator is of course 8. So 6 by 8, that is 3 by 4. Both are same. See, this way or this way you can solve either way. Question number 15. Last question of this exercise. A dice is thrown twice. What is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? 5 will come up at least once. Hint: throwing a die twice and throwing 2 dice simultaneously are treated as same experiment. Yes, of course, we have discussed 2 dice also, throwing 2 dice at a time. Also in the basics, you go through basics, right? Of course, if 2 dice are thrown at a time, you tell me what are possible outcomes. 1 1 2 2 and so on. Of course, we have discussed in the basic series. 2 dice are thrown, 1 1 1 2 1 3, so on, right? 6 6, so 36 outcomes are there, possible outcomes. Question here is, what is the probability that 5 will not come up either time? Throwing 2 dice at a time, or throwing 1 time 2 times, same results will come now. Probability, of course, total, what is total number of outcomes? 36, right? Probability, first part, probability for not 5, not, there is no 5 will not come up either time. Yes, of these 36 cases, 5 should not be there, that is the point, right? See, here no 5 is there, no 5 is there, no 5, no 5, here 1 5 is there, second one, right? Second throw is 5 here, here no 5. In the same way, see this, here 1 5 is there, 5 is there, 5 is there, 5 is there, this column, see this row, 5s are there. See, 6 plus 6 12, but of course 5 is counted twice here in of this 12. So only you consider once only. 6 plus this 5, 11. In 11 outcomes, you have 5 at least once, right? These remaining, so 36 minus 11 is 25. The remaining 25 cases, no 5 is there. Now coming to this question, 5 will not come up either time. 5 will not come up means 25 are favorable now. So 25 out of 36, that is the answer. 25 by 36 will not come up. The same question can be solved like this also. 5 will not come up is a question that can be written as using this formula: 1 minus probability that 5 will come up. 5 will come up. Yes, you tell me what is the chance that 5 will come up? Denominator is 36. Of these 36 cases, how many cases will give you 5 in at least one of the dice? Yes, we have seen this 6 plus 5, 11 cases, right? 11 cases are favorable here. This is 1 minus 7 by 36, that is also 25 by 36. The same question, right? That can be solved like this also. Next, second part of this: 5 will come up at least once. Yes, of course, we have discussed 5 at least once. At least once means, of course, 11 cases, 11 by 36. Or 1 minus probability for no 5. That is, no 5 means 25 by 36. So 1 minus 25 by 36, that is also, of course, 11 by 36. Either way you can do that, right? So this is question number 15. See, so far, if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, right? Thank you.